So did you take to it like a duck to water kind of deal? And
Sure, if ducks can't swim.
Oh,
That was horrible. It was a horrible
really?
Marine, and it's so funny because a lot of the guys and also officers and staff NCOs that I worked with back then, I'm still friends with, and we always joke about it. When I was a young Marine, I was horrible. I was everything I never wanted when I was a staff NCO. I never wanted my kind of guy. Like when I'd see him, I'm like, oh crap.
What does that mean? What'd you do?
Well, okay. So for those that are military, if you're watching this, you're gonna know. So within my first 3 years, I had 30-page 11s, 7 conducts on becoming, and an NJP. So it's not good.
What's a
Most
page
people
11?
won't even get a quarter of that in their entire career in 20 years.
Okay, what's a page 11?
It's just formal counseling, formal paperwork. It's the process to start getting you to the point to NJP, then kick them out of the military.
Oh no.
I was horrible. But the thing was, is like, I think everybody just kind of liked me. I had my own personality, and but it sorted out. I got along, and I think when I hit my 3rd year going into my 4th year, I decided what I was doing wasn't for me anymore, and I just wanted to go be a Marine. So when I first joined the Marine Corps, I was in the Marine Band. A lot of people don't know that. I was actually a musician. I was in the Marine Band. I did that for 3 years.
What'd you play? What'd you play?
Trumpet.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I played trumpet.
Can you do taps and stuff?
Not anymore. I don't even know what a trumpet looks like anymore. I quit that when I left the Marine Band. Yeah, but I used to. Yeah,
That's
it's kind of part of the
fun.
gig.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just kind of went. Yeah.
how do you go from the band to basically reconfiguring the whole network for the state of California?
Well,
That's
so
a big. This guy's done a lot in his life.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, in the 90s, if you don't remember, computers started. This is pre-Microsoft. So before Microsoft, computers were like, you almost didn't know anybody that owned one, but if you did, it was like a big deal. It's like, wow, that guy has a computer. I think back then it was like Tandy 1000s if you were really doing it good, right? And I decided I was going to get out of the Marine Band, and I wanted to go into computers. I had a fascination with computers. So I moved into the computer field, and I started learning routing, switching. Back then it was very basic bridge stuff, and Unix. So it was all, you had to type everything on a black screen and know what's where. Then of course Microsoft came out, so then we had to learn servers, building infrastructures, et cetera. And that's how I got into computers. And then did that for my entire career in different fashions and variations. Of course, more extensively as I got more into it. But I just kind of got over it. I think when I was retiring, even though I got offered a ton of money, because Kim, I don't know if she mentioned, she used to be the West Coast lead for General Dynamics. She was making like $220,000 a year. I got offered a lot more than that, and I just didn't want to. I just didn't want to do that. I did not want to be around the military. Not that there's anything wrong with it. I just wanted to do something completely different. And my
On the
passion,
civilian side of things, you mean?
I don't even know if it's a civilian. I think I gave 20 plus years of my life willingly. I volunteered for it. It's not like somebody made me. We aren't in a Mao regime, if you will, yet. We'll see how that works out.
A whole nother conversation.
Yeah, another conversation. But I think I just knew I didn't want to do that anymore. And I figured, my father had mentioned something to me. He says, if you won the lotto tomorrow and you had $300 million in the bank, what would you do for free? And I started thinking about it. And now here's the thing, a lot of people don't know. I started flipping houses when I was in my 20s while I was still in the Marine Corps. And I was like, I just would do real estate full time. And that's kind of what kicked it all off. So I got into real estate, and we just went from there.